Hello everybody, this is JP3 here, and we're back with another entry in our Halo 5 Legendary playthrough with non-guns down, playable mission number 5, Evacuation. I have somewhat of a love-hate relationship with this mission. I think that it's, the concept of it is really good. I think that on the lower difficulties it plays well, and you can have, for the most part, a lot of fun with it, but on legendary difficulty, and I don't even, it has some flaws, and we'll get to those. We'll talk about those when we come to them. Probably another kind of somewhat, it's not that we haven't seen this before, but one flaw is that this is essentially, up to a certain point, glassed in reverse, and so, what you'll see here is us going right back through the area where we warthogged in that third mission. But it's a little more exciting now, arguably. I mean, it's much more exciting than the Scorpion run during that mission, which is by far the worst in Halo history. There's Phaetons up here. I like to get my teammates to focus on them, and they'll usually shoot that one pretty well. This one sometimes will go away before you have a chance to shoot it, and/or, I guess, before it's a threat. But I guess either we're moving pretty fast here or something, and it did not, and so if my idiot teammate would just shoot at it, we'd be good here. I can run those guys over, Vale. Just shoot at the Phaeton with the tracking missiles. This is another Phaeton here that's to the right, and if you scoot up any further, Vale will most likely not shoot at it. For some reason right there she wasn't shooting at it. I'm assuming it was too far away or whatever. Same thing happens here. You start running over crawlers and Vale shoots them, and then that Phaeton blows you away. But if you go through there fast enough, neither are really a threat. But I like to take out the Phaeton, so... And then the final Phaeton, I believe, the final one that you can actually take out's up there, and Vale's usually pretty... or whoever's on the back is usually pretty good at taking it out. So we just keep going through here with our Gauss Hog. Lots of Forerunner destruction that's here and happening and occurring for absolutely no known reason, since the Guardian is way too powerful to be stopped. And there's really no reason for the Forerunners to be able to stop evacuation attempts. I mean, as we'll find out later, Cortana gave Sloan, quote-unquote, fair warning to protect his people. So, yeah, one of the many flaws of the story, the plot, the writing, just in every way, shape, or form. So what I'm doing here is I'm marking guys to see them, because it's really hard to see them from here. I'm trying to take out as many of these Prometheans as possible, since this battle here, which we fought in Glass, and it wasn't that bad in Glass, it's a freaking nightmare in Evacuation. And the reason why that is because these idiot Prometheans start taking up human turrets. In this area, there's a rocket turret, a Gauss Hog turret, and a regular 50 cal turret that's way at the back. It's obviously the Gauss and rocket turrets that are the concern, and they will eat you alive if you go into this area the wrong way. So I'm going to try to tell you how I do it best. First off, I'm boringly thinning the herd with the Gauss turret here. One other advantage of continually marking and moving them is that they won't get in this Gauss Hog and try to ride with it. You can take the Gauss Hog over this wreckage. It's very hard and annoying to do. It's not impossible, it just takes time. But I choose not to go that route here. Making a boring fight already more boring. So well, it's not boring, it's just frustrating. Then you'd make it boring, I guess. I like frustrating over boring, I guess. Oh, God. And these soldiers, I tell you, in this battle more so than any one thus far, I did not expect to see this guy right there. And since his armor blends in pretty well with the concrete, I just was not quite ready for him there. And, you know, half the time when you're over here and you think you got the drop on them, they will immediately phase away or immediately, you know, get right into your face and then do a melee attack that's, you know, devastating. It's just... oh, so frustrating. It's just, I cannot put into words how frustrating it really is fighting them here. Again, I may make it look like it's fun and easy, but trust me, it's not. It's certainly not fun. That should destroy you. I don't care what the hell you're made of. If I can shoot you with that BR and kill you, then I should be able to pound you from above with thrusters with 1,100 pounds of freaking armor and human. It's ridiculous. So after you cross an imaginary line over here, you really start to up the ante with threats because you'll have 2 snipers spawn from over there. Yes, their weapons are frustratingly terrible and everything, but the big threat is that they take the rocket turret that's over there. The reason why I started from this area is because these guys are already spawned into this arena, and if you don't start over here, then they will take the Gauss turret that you'll see in just a little bit. It's right there below us. So by killing the snipers, but by first, I guess, by killing the guys that were over here and then killing the snipers when they spawned in, you generally negate the threat that they will take over these human weapons. But again, there's really nothing you can do that's creative here at all. You really have to do it in this order, or every other strategy involves cowering a lot more. Or, you know, using the Gauss Hog somehow in some way, which, by the way, they can destroy that thing pretty fast too. So, anyway. And there's no way, as far as I'm aware of, to speedrun past any of this. You have to clear everybody out in order to proceed forth here. So I'm trying to mark and take out as many enemies with this weapon as possible from this vantage point. Taking out these soldiers that can, again, take up turrets is being the idea here. I detached the Gauss... well, right now I'm getting on it to see who's going to shoot at me. No one is, so I assume that most everybody's dead, except for some crawlers that'll spawn in a little bit, but I just got shot there, so apparently not. So normally I'll take this down here to take on a wave that's coming in a little bit, but I kind of forget about it. I just forget that it even exists there for some reason, which is not normal. The rest of this battle does not go like it normally does, partially because of my play and partially because of other crap. One piece of crap here is that this guy gets on the human turret over here, which is kind of abnormal for someone to stay on that turret. It's not really that big of a threat as long as you don't stay out in the open, but it was kind of strange to see someone over there at it at this time. This guy just runs away every time I try to shoot him, but then, you know, when I turn away or something, he runs by, doesn't even have to fucking face me to shoot his stupid-ass tracking rounds at me. So, whatever, I'm just going to start taking on these guys because one of them has a Hydra launcher. And, of course, it has tracking missiles for them, too, and all it takes is one missile to down him. So I have to stay behind this thing and hopefully just snipe these guys, but every single time I try to shoot this idiot, he moves, making this about as fun as a fucking root canal. And the guy that had the Hydra is now taking on the human turret, which is probably better than not. I'm out of sniper rifle because that thing can't shoot or do anything, any damage worth of shit, so I'm just going to BR this guy boringly from range. There's that Gauss turret that I usually use to take them out. Or at least try to take them out. So I'll go around here to grab some BR ammo. Because it can come in handy. Of course, there's no light rifles. I talked about that in the last mission. Even though there's like 4 or 5 guys over here that carry it. And shoot you, cross-mapping you from way over there with them. There's none of them lying around now. I'll tell you, if anyone... And of course, everyone that got on this stupid turret, they don't drop their weapons for God knows what the hell reason. So there's usually Hydra ammo, so I can fill this thing up for the next battles. There's light rifles that I can pick up and collect and have a full light rifle going into the next section, which is the only weapon that's really effective against the Prometheans following those stupid-ass weapon balancing updates. So I pull this turret off of here to help take out Watchers and just conserve ammunition in general because I'm obviously low. Because for some ridiculous reason when they get on the turret, they don't drop ammunition when you shoot them off of it, which is stupid. And not the way it used to be in Halo. Yeah, she really gave you fair warning to help your people survive and then sends a swarm of Forerunners to attack. For God knows what reason. The Guardian ain't gonna be stopped. God, it's just the holes in this stupid game.
Good luck to you, everyone. And goodbye. They're between us and the Pelicans. Weapons free.
Now this is where we deviate from Glast. We did not get the freight elevator fight there. So now we're done with any backtrackingness. They don't even have to show their face. All they gotta do is angle their stupid mouth upwards and bullets come over it and hit you wherever you're at unless you're firmly behind cover. It's just so stupid. It's you know, I don't even know if it's really that bad. It just isn't Halo. It's not Halo. This is not Call of Duty where you sit and cover the whole time waiting for someone to pop their head out. But I swear to God, that's what you have to do half the time in this game. I mean, can you imagine if we didn't have to deal with the tons of freaking tracking rounds and then we had all these, you know, movement capabilities? I'll tell you, this game has a lot of promise to it. There's a lot of good things about it. And then, you know, they just couldn't deliver on it fully because, you know, these guys didn't play Halo a whole lot before, I guess, this, before they started working on this project. I don't know. I really, truly don't have a problem with Spartan abilities. But I do have a problem with them being weak as shit on the higher difficulties. And I have a big problem with the fact that everything is a freaking tracking round in this stupid game. Or a hit scan. It's just ridiculous. So I'm trying to get up to the top here. I think, or maybe I was looking for light rifle. Ah, that's right. I was looking for something to hand off to her so I could grab that light rifle I asked her to pick up earlier. So, with a fairly, you know, less than full Hydra and a full light rifle, I think we got a chance to do some damage here. So, I come right around to this spot over here, right in front of these crates right there. Throw a bunch of grenades because that's exactly where they're all going to spawn. Duck here, because if I take off running, then they'll all shoot me with their stupid tracking garbage as I'm running away. And then just do this. I mean, you know, none of their armors are broken, even though I just threw, you know, 3 freaking grenades at them, and, you know, because they can spawn away, they can move away really fast after spawning into the arena. They know exactly what's coming as soon as they get here. That's the stupid game's answer to spawn trapping. Instead of, you know, doing a better job of how you spawn them in, or just letting the skill and the strategy and the map knowledge be, you know, an advantage for us as players. No, instead they just have them all start phasing immediately as soon as they get here, since you're throwing grenades. Because that's not what they do if you weren't throwing grenades. They would just start immediately firing at you if you didn't start throwing grenades. So it's just computer game garbage. That's all it really is. And you know, I really get angry and frustrated because this at its heart, as designed originally, is a great mission. It's these idiots they put on gameplay that really screw it up. So I come to this spot because this is roughly where they're going to spawn and start throwing more grenades. Which again, they immediately start phasing away because they knew they were coming. Just like when I'd shoot those stupid rockets in unconfirmed at those piles of enemies. So we'll use our tracking no-skill weapon, the Hydra, and see if that works. Of course, I have to move out of the way really fast because, you know, when they fire a Hydra rocket, it does like 4 times the damage that when I fire a Hydra rocket. And tracks, you know, considerably better as well. You know, that's the stupidity of giving them the same weapons that we have. Is that now it looks really dumb whenever their weapons are much more powerful than ours, whenever it's used against us. I mean, we all know there's going to be those differences the higher up you go in difficulty, but it starts to look really dumb whenever it's our weapons being used against us. All of a sudden, Hydra rocket's a freaking Halo CE rocket launcher. Rocket. So, the reason why I'm being so coy here is because I don't want to be turreted to death while all my teammates are down or almost dead. But mainly, it's that guy with the stupid tracking rocket. I can't distinguish him from any of the other Prometheans. He doesn't look any different. There's nothing different about him except for the fact that he's holding a human weapon magically. I mean, it's not like he even picked it up from somewhere. It's just he has it now. So I don't know where the hell he's at. I don't know when he's going to try to shoot a rocket up my ass that'll track me incessantly. So, yep, there's another one. So I've got to keep my back away from this wall here so I don't get, you know, again, don't get killed. I swear they're worse than Rocket Flood because the stupid rockets track. And of course I'm referring to Rocket Flood in Halo Combat Evolved and or Halo 2. So I don't know who the hell is left over here. This freaking coward's over here hiding. This battle doesn't have to take this long, but for some reason these guys just we're all over the place.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? I'm at Meridian Station. Everyone's dead. Governor Sloan isn't here. Please. Is there anyone left?
This position right here where I'm standing is right next to a knight that's going to spawn in here with an incinerator cannon. The other 2 knights that spawn in have scatter shots. My preference would be to have a Promethean turret up here, which is usually where you'll find one, but for some reason they were moving all around the map. So I threw 2 grenades at that guy. He immediately moves backwards to avoid those grenade kills, which infuriates the hell out of me. This battle with these knights can go really, really, really fast, but instead that guy's got to hop off really fast. That's not usually what he does. But again, because I threw the grenade where he was spawning, the game decided to get all computer shit on me and move him out of the way as fast as possible, negating any strategy at all other than standing back and shooting that at range, because his shit tracks and will down me in 1 hit. It may even disintegrate me if I get all of it. I can't remember for sure, but if he uses the charge shot, it will definitely disintegrate you. I don't know what that stupid statue's up there doing, but I'm going to see if I can kill him. Yeah, there we go. So I'm almost out of light rifle. So I've got to just, you know, run over here. Oh, shit, that guy's not no. Let's get the hell out of here. And again, the reason why I'm running around crazy is because the dude has a stupid tracking weapon. Otherwise, we'd be able to, you know, stand up and fight these guys a little more fairly. So I guess that's Scattershot guy. I don't know for sure. You can't. They're not marked in any way, shape, or form that makes it easy to tell. I still can't believe that stupid idiot jumped down right as I was grenading him. Well, I mean, I can believe it. Don't get me wrong. I played Reach for, you know, several months recently, and so I know what it's like whenever the game, decides to just, pull out every stupid computer game trick it can. So let's just shoot that guy in the back, hopefully, and no, I can't, because that dude's going to shoot tracking shit at me. Even though he's got 2 of my teammates right there to fight, but suddenly he's going to turn around and shoot at me without any sort of indication that he's going to do so. But whatever. We'll finish this guy off pretty quickly, I think. I don't remember what happens. I think, yeah, that's right, that grenade kind of bounced behind him or something. I mean, it was kind of satisfying to get the grenade kill there, but... So go over here and grab this railgun. It really doesn't matter whatever other weapon you have. You'll find a lot of weapons in the next area. Too bad you won't have any fun using them because the Phaetons are ridiculously overpowered and there's very little cover to get from them. And when I say overpowered, I don't know if I'm so much referring to their weaponry, which again, back to being very, very fast, very rapid fire, tracking rockets. Again, I'm not going to say their main cannons are hit scan, but they might as well be. They fire so fast. And it's less than a second on the kill there if they start shooting you enough, so I guess, there's Phaetons in this area, and I would like to be able to take them out myself, but the one area where it's theoretically possible to do that, you cannot really truly get cover in that area. I'll show you where that is in a little bit. This is the only area I'm aware of where cover is kind of possible. Right next to the stupid sheet that shouldn't give you cover, but, it does. So I'm just waiting for the Phaeton to show up. I'm not going to move ahead and be, sawed down by this idiot. So I keep telling my teammates to focus on it. They will actually kill these Phaetons through whatever means. I guess it's just having no fear and continually putting fire on it. And they just killed a soldier, so they're actually doing a pretty good job in this mission. So we take out one Phaeton, which should not take that many shots to kill. Given how powerful they are, at least. So this guy is right here. We actually shot him in the wing with that, or whatever that big circle thing is, the engine. He can actually shoot through a partial part of this cover, or you can blend through it, so don't stand right up on that cover, or he can shoot you through it. But as you can see there, he can barely see me, but he can shoot right through that tiny little crack there. And I think there's 3 Phaetons total, so I'd like to take out 2 of them here. It's boring as hell, but there's literally no... Unless you're going to speedrun past all of this, there's really no way to guarantee you'll get past it without taking out at least 2 of the Phaetons here. So our teammates are staying alive a lot longer than I would have thought. But they do tend to do a pretty good job in this mission, so I'm not going to knock them too much. They killed that guy. I didn't kill him. So again, just be sure and mark the Phaetons. I think we have 2 of our 3 teammates, if not all of them. Move the hell out of my way, Tanaka, for the love of God. We have all 3 of them. Yeah, so... Yeah, they do an abnormally good job in this mission. Especially at taking out those Phaetons if you mark them and wear them down a little bit. So this is the part up here where theoretically, behind those that stuff there, you'd have cover. Not those boxes, but these boxes here. And this is the 3rd and final Phaeton, and I don't believe you can kill him very easily at all, except for in this section. But it's right behind those boxes. There's like a Spartan laser, there's a Gauss turret, there's several Hydras. This is the place to take the Phaeton out, in theory. The problem is that getting behind those boxes affords you no cover. You can't duck behind these boxes and get covered. It can still shoot you anyway. I have no idea why that's possible, but it's been that way ever since I've played this game. So I'm trying to decide whether I should have fun here and, use the Spartan laser or the Hydra, and I go in the wrong direction and use the Spartan laser. And you'll see why in a little bit why that was the wrong direction. I mean, it doesn't kill us or anything. I mean, we're done now. I mean, there's some guys to kill that you can easily run past, by the way. But yeah, the Phaetons are gone. This mission might as well be over unless you choke it away. But yeah, I decide, well, you know what? I'm going to use the Spartan laser to take out a handful of these guys. So we give away our position there. But, nets us a Watcher kill. So there's one more Watcher. So I decided this is a good time to use the Spartan laser, right? Right about here. And look at that stupid shit. I swear to God, if I was part of playtesting and that would have happened to me, I would have just reached over and punched the guy who had me sitting there playing it. I just reached over and punched him and said, this shouldn't even be a part of the game that some idiot playtester like me has to point out is stupid. The watcher can't see me, you moron. He can't see what I'm doing. I've got a weapon that fires faster than anything except for what the computer can detect with my frickin' inputs. And of course, I'm not practiced at all in using the Spartan laser skillfully, so I tried to use it like I do in Reach, and kind of like I would in 3, and stream it across. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work like that anymore. They've yet again took another Halo weapon and made it feel stupid. So again, all you have to do is sit back and shoot them with the light rifle, which there's plenty of ammo for it, even back there before you reach these guys. So just do that. Don't take the Spartan laser. Take the Hydra, and that'll weaken their shields because it has tracking rounds. And take out the Watchers first. You know, do everything just formulaic and boring, and you'll be just fine. So that's Evacuation. Sorry for being such a gripey asshole, but I swear to God, this mission, it infuriates me more than any of the Meridian missions because it should be better than it is. There is something really good about the way this mission was conceived, but the way it was ultimately designed, combined with Halo 5's ridiculously stupid gameplay, especially on the higher difficulties, just wrecks it. So anyway, if you like this video and this salty-ass commentary, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have not yet subscribed, or hit the notifications bell so you know when stuff's coming. But as for now, this is JP3 signing out. Have a wonderful day, and thank you very, 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 very much for watching. Goodbye.